If you know anything about gut health, you know that one thing that negatively affects your gut is sugar. And I know you're probably thinking, how in the world could a dessert help my gut health? What if I told you this dessert can actually help and improve your gut health instead of hurting it? And it has some very strategic ingredients that work together in combination to do just that. Today I'm making my probiotic lemon dessert. It's a spin on my most popular video ever, the keto lemon dessert that everybody loves the music on. I get so many compliments on that video because of the music. And the dessert's delicious as well. This dessert is sweet, it's tangy, it's refreshing, and here's the kicker, it's packed with live probiotics. You don't need any special tools to make it, well, unless you consider a spoon, a bowl, and the oven special tools, and then I can't help you. Anyway, it's super easy. Every bite you're gonna have is super delicious, and it's actually doing something good for your digestion, your mood, and your microbiome. And the secret ingredient that makes this lemon treat a probiotic powerhouse, well, I'll show you that in just a minute. Stick around. The first ingredient in this probiotic powerhouse is oat fiber. Now this is not the same as oat flour. This is the kind I get, and I'll put links to all this stuff down in the description, but I love this brand, and you definitely want to get a USDA organic anytime you're using oats. But as you can see here, versus the oat flour, 4 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, so this cancels out. Oat fiber contains something called beta-glucan, which lowers your cholesterol, lowers your LDL, and it's a prebiotic fiber, which is what the probiotics in this dessert are going to use. So I'm going to add 1 cup of that oat fiber into Old Yeller. And if you're new here, this is Old Yeller. He's a good friend. I'm going to add in a pinch of salt. Don't be scared of salt in your sweet stuff. It just helps bring out the sweetness a little more. The sweetener we're going to use for this is powdered allulose. It also has great prebiotic properties which help to feed your microbiome and the probiotics in this dessert. It's also been shown to reduce inflammation and improve intestinal barrier function, which is vital to gut health. I'm going in with a 1/4 cup of the allulose. Now I've powdered this, and you don't have to buy it powdered. All you got to do, buy a bag of allulose, stick it in your blender, or I've got the little Ninja IQ blender, powder it up, there you go, done. I'm just going to combine that together pretty well. I've got my oven set to 350 because what we're making here is a prebiotic crust. So I've got 1 egg that I've beaten up. I'd say it was a large egg. If you're new here, you notice I don't really measure a whole lot. Actually, I don't measure at all. I don't weigh anything. I try to make my recipes as forgiving as possible, so even if you're brand new, you can't mess these up. I've also got 1/2 stick or 4 tablespoons of melted butter. After I've mixed this egg through, I'm gonna pour a little bit of that in. We're gonna work this into a dough. This oat fiber is gonna absorb up all the moisture in here. So it's gonna start coming together like a little crumb. See how it's starting to clump up a little bit like that? A little pro tip here, just kind of smash it down a little bit like that. It's going to help to more evenly distribute everything that's making our dough. I'm going to keep mixing this up. When it's all together, I'll show you what it looks like and what to do next. Once this has all come together pretty good, I've got this 8x8 silicone baking dish. I'm just going to pour it all out in there. Pretty much only use silicone now. It's just so much easier. And now you want to get yourself a little workout. You want to press this down in there really, really well. Then I'm going to put it on top of a pan to go in the oven. Just going to press that down really well like that. And y'all listen, this step is totally optional. If you don't want to make the crust, you don't have to. But it sure does make it good. So once your oven's preheated, you're going to throw this in for 10 or 12 minutes. Just till it starts getting a little bit of color in it. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. This is my Inner Vitality yogurt. And I explain all about that on my other video. I'll link it up there and down in the description. This is what you're going to need to make the filling. You're going to take 2 cups of the Inner Vitality yogurt. And this is the 36-hour version. That's why it came out like condensed soup. If you make the 12-hour version, you could just add in a little bit of cream cheese and mix that together. Even the lemon has great properties in this. It helps your stomach acid levels to help digestion, which is going to further help the probiotic properties of this dessert. I'm going to zest that right into here. Now, anytime you're going to use the zest of a lemon, you want to get organic lemon. They spray conventional lemons with a lot of pesticides and stuff you don't want. If for some reason you can't find organic, or you can't afford the organic, which is usually just a few cents more, You could take a tablespoon of baking soda, put it in a quart of water, stir it up real well, and just lay your lemon in there and let it soak for about 15 minutes. Then give it a nice little scrub, and that's been shown to take out most of the pesticides or whatever's sprayed on there. And look, I know the pith has some benefits to it, but it also makes it nice and bitter. I'm not wanting bitter, so I'm just going right down to where the white part starts. That's what we're going to do. If you want it bitter, hey, use all the pith you want. It's your dessert. I prefer mine to be nice, sweet, and, you know, just a little bit tangy. Now that that's zested, I'm going to get my lemon juice. And what I like to do is just roll it on the counter a little bit. It helps get all the juice to the top. I'm just going to cut it in half, lengthwise like that, and put it in my juicer here. Now, I'll leave links to all this stuff down in the description for you, so if you find something that might come in handy for you, you can click right on it. And it'll get all the seeds collected right in there, so you don't have to worry about them being in your dessert. That might be an unexpected crunch you don't really want. You just pour that right on in. And then once again, another quarter cup of this powdered allulose. I'm just going to mix all this together, let it sit in the fridge until our crust is ready, and I'll show you what to do next. I left my little crust in there for about 12 minutes. You know, this thing's not going to hold together like a regular crust. It's just for a little bit of crunch, a little bit of different flavor. If you want to make bars out of it, you can always make my almond flour crust from my lemon dessert video. We're going to leave this on the counter until it gets completely cool, and I'll show you what to do next. And I know what some of you are already thinking. Where in the world is that beaver free? And you're right, I forgot it. So I'm going in here with about a half teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon of that beaver free. And if you don't know what I'm talking about there, definitely don't Google beaver and artificial vanilla. Oh, you're a rebel? Oh, I knew you were going to Google it. Give that a good mix together. Throw it in the fridge to thicken up just a little bit. And we'll let that cool. After this is cooled completely, I'm just going to go ahead and pour this right on top. I'm going to spread it out. And then back in the fridge with it to set up completely. See ya in a couple hours. And you can finish this up really easily. A little bit more lemon zest on top. Then maybe finish it up with a little bit of strawberry on there. And that's it. That is all you got to do right there. And there you have the ultimate probiotic dessert. I mean, a probiotic dessert? Are you kidding me? But the main thing is, how does it taste? That is tangy but fresh at the same time. It's perfect. I'm probably going to blend up some strawberries and make a little strawberry syrup to go over it. And if you want to see another great dessert recipe, make sure you check out this video right up here. I think you're absolutely going to love it.